Back for round 4. We are on play. Gonna keep this hand. And then same kind of dilemma here of I want to go turn 3 Benalia, but I have the Inquisition, so I might just do this first. I'll go turn 2 Bitter Blossom. Ooh, Tron, huh? Bliss is annoying, but not if they don't have Tron. I'll take the map, I guess. These are just like draw cards. So I'm gonna take the map here. So I want my clock as fast as possible, basically, in this matchup. This is where History of Benalia does help. Okay, well this makes this easy then. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go Bitter Blossom, and then I can still go turn 3 Benalia. And obviously I want Sorin on 4, but I think I just need creatures on the board first. That's the priority. Star. Okay. So turn 3 Benalia. So I would have had a 2/2 and a 1/1. The following turn, I would have had another 2/2, another 1/1. It would have attacked 4, just 3. Thoughtseize away something. Tap land. The next turn, that would be turn 5. I would have had my 2/2s, my 2 1/1s, the third 1/1 that can't attack though. My 2/2s would have gone up and been pumped by history, which would have been 4 3s, Sorin pluses, that would have been 10, 11, 14 damage, and they would have been at 17. So not quite dead on turn 5, but that's what I'm trying to get with this card is quick clock, so something like Tron can be a slightly better matchup for us. I should say a less bad matchup for us. So definitely Stony Silence. Don't want push. Path is optional. Brutality's bad. Discard spells are good. This is where I want cast out. Probably want Rest in Peace. I want unless it's Eldrazi Tron, I don't want Basilisk Collar, but I don't know that it is yet. I don't think that it is. And then the question is, do I want Surgical or not? So I think with the cast outs, I can lose some Path to Exiles. Bitter Blossom's kind of slow too, but it is a threat. I think I want this against O-Stones and whatnot. I think Rune Halo's not good enough. Surgical's bad if it's really just to hit their lands. Because their threats, they don't have that many of. Like, Ugins, they only have 1 or 2 of anyway. If I can Thoughtseize an Ugin, then I'm fine. Maybe I'll lose 2 paths. Like, you want path, or you need path for the Wormcoil Engine. But I have Disenchant and Cast Out also. So I think this is right. Bitter Blossom Virtue, and then a little bit of interaction. I think this is good enough. We'll keep there. We have Vault if they do have big creatures for any reason, but alright, well, Stony's great. So if they like don't crack map right now, that's awesome. So I can go Stony next turn and then see what happens. Nice. So you can crack the star, but oh, this is factory. Okay, what does this do? Create a 2/2 assembly worker. Okay. All right. It's tempting, but I think I gotta do this anyway. Otherwise, they go mine and then find tower with map and then kind of boned. Cool. Cool. So I can go and cool. Okay. Can go Inquisition and Bitter Blossom here. And so, yeah, and then yeah, I have any land I want, so it's not a big deal. Can probably shock myself. Yeah, I don't want him to do this. And O-Stone doesn't do anything yet. So, care to shock myself? Doesn't matter yet. Can always do it next turn if I want, depending on what I draw. And then, again, I have the disenchant for the O-Stone if they manage to get rid of Stony Silence. I think I just want to get a clock out with Virtue. Ooh, that's nice. I'll get the clock out next turn. I'm not attacking this turn anyway. So if I can dodge a turn of dealing with Stony Silence, then I'm good. So whatever they do to deal with Stony Silence, I can in response hit the O-Stone. And then we're good. So do I want to play Virtue or Thoughtseize? So right now it's attack for 3 or attack for 5 the following turn. I have the Sorin +2, so I attack for, let's see, the following turn I'll have, we just did this math. 4, 8, 9, 10. Virtue makes it 14 and they're at 17. Or I can go now, Virtue, attack for 5, the following turn they're dead. So let's just go ahead and do that, I guess. Still keeping disenchant up basically is my goal, because if I Thoughtseize now and I don't have disenchant up and they draw an answer for Stony Silence, then we're kind of in trouble there. Does this cost how much? 7? Super dead. Okay, so 10. Oh, it was only 14. Cast Sorin. What do they have to answer this? They would answer this. Can they answer and crack? Probably not. So Sorin wins now. I just feel like there's no reason to tap out. Okay. So it's interesting math to know is that we don't quite deal 20. It's 19, which is annoying, but keeping disenchant up for the O-Stone, I think that's their only out. Like, they can't even close to like doing anything and then drawing Ugin or whatever. Like Ugin's the tough one, right? And this board, it just like takes everything. Stony Silence, Bitter Blossom, Virtue, all my creatures. That's brutal, so cool. Well, lost to Grixis Death Shadow, but beat Tron. Who would have thought? And quick. But that is definitely, obviously I had the lock with Stony Silence, and then like being able to like Thoughtseize away things like Scrying and Nature's Claim when they didn't have green. Disenchant up, like I probably would have won the long game there. But this is where like history did end up dealing way more damage than like start to finish or Spectral Procession would have. Obviously, it would have just delayed like a couple turns, but like that's Tron. It's just like a couple turns. You want to deny them those draw steps. And in this case, I would have had it covered anyway because I don't think those turns would have really mattered. Having like Stony Silence and Disenchant. But anyway, that was round 4. I'll be back for round